Hey guys, you're back with Welcome to the K. I'm Shine with Sun, so please introduce yourself.
What up, I'm Schultz.
What got you into the world of music?
So, I first got into music by getting my first guitar when I was 11, and I got it for Christmas actually. So, I got a guitar, and then I did not like it. I hated it.
Why? What? Why did you hate it?
I didn't know why I was getting a guitar. I didn't ask for a guitar, and I didn't want it. So, and then it wasn't until a month later until I picked it up and actually wanted to figure out what it was. And then a few months after that, I actually started playing it and singing and learning everything that I could about music and what it really was, like how I was as a musician.
Do you play any other instruments besides this guitar?
I love piano, but I haven't really gotten as good as I want to be at piano. I do a lot of chord progressions with piano, and I have put it into my music, but I do want to really learn how to play piano.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the more you practice, the more better you get at it.
Yeah. Like if I were to start learning piano, I would put everything on pause for piano, because like if I'm practicing music, it's guitar or my voice.
Who are your like music influence, like when you're like starting to get more in music or even now?
So my dad was a musician when I
Wow.
my whole life. Growing up, I always heard him playing guitar, so I guess like he was definitely the biggest influence because he gave me my guitar, and like even like I didn't want a guitar. I didn't know that I was gonna be a musician or even be good at music, and I guess he saw it in me that I had a passion for music before I even was talking about music. So him getting me that guitar was like huge. So he definitely inspires me a lot to keep learning and be the best I can be. And then I guess like people that I look up to for inspirations is like Ed Sheeran. I really love his type of music, and he definitely inspires me a lot to like keep going, to know that you can make it in the music.
Tell me about your album Stuck in My Head.
So Stuck in My Head started in really after I put out Three Things. It was midsummer, and it was probably a month after Three Things, and I actually hurt my pinky.
Ouch.
And I couldn't play guitar anymore, so I was bummed. Like I was gonna be off for a few months, and I wrote a song called July, and then I didn't get to play it because it was on guitar. So I imagined the song, I wrote the lyrics, but I couldn't get to play it. So then I was talking to the producers that I did Three Things with, and I was telling them about this song, like, hey, I got this song, like, and they were saying like, hey, you should definitely come back to do another single, or see, like, it's been a while, like, why don't we get going on another song? And I was like, I can't, like, I don't have my guitar, like, I can't play. So then they were like, just swing by and like we'll figure it out. And they made this drum loop, and they had this guitar loop, and it was all this stuff computerly made, and it was really cool to me. And just thinking about that, like, that's really what started this album, was having this new sound to me and having these drum beats, which was more than just me and my guitar, and it seemed a lot bigger to me, and it was really cool. So then I remember getting home from the studio and having that instrumental, and I put the lyrics of July on that instrumental, and it all just clicked. And then that's really what birthed the album, and it was crazy, like such a fast thing that happened all of a sudden.
That's so amazing, and just like so cool how like a lot of artists and stuff, they just have the lyrics already, and they just hear like the beats or the instrumentals, and they're like, hey, this is what I'm putting, like, this is what.
And like if I didn't
together.
hurt my finger, I wonder if like I would have written that song, or if I would have gotten into this new type of music, like because it was really pop like and more than just my acoustic guitar. So like a lot of things happened for that album to hit a spark, and it was like I'm so thankful for it.
I feel like everything happens for a reason, so even like something like obviously hurting your pinky wasn't the greatest thing, but it also brought you to something else that would like helped you more in your career. Did you watch the Bell Jingle Ball yesterday?
I did not.
I watched like a little bit of Shawn Mendes and then Harry Styles, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I love those.
Did you watch like any other awards that were online?
I do kind of keep up with that stuff. Like, I really love watching all those artists perform. It is kind of like a dream of mine to be able to do those big shows, and like even the award shows, like to be able to perform at those would be awesome.
You never know. Have you performed on like any other venues? Like,
I think my first show was at this camp that I was at, and it really was like the first year that I'd been playing guitar for, and I think I knew one song, and it was a Mumford and Sons song.
wait, what song?
Mumford and Sons, you know that band?
Oh yeah, I know that band.
So yeah, it was one of their songs, and still very acoustic, and like my dad kept like, you have to sign up for this talent show. Like, it was at a camp, and it's like the last night people perform whatever they have, and like little skits and stuff. So yeah, I was young, and
were people like yelling or singing with you, or like, oh my god, he's so great?
I remember I went up on stage, didn't say a word, didn't introduce myself, started singing the song, finished, and then walked off. And it was crazy because like I didn't have any showmanship at all. I do believe I looked awkward, and it was kind of funny, but yeah, like it was just really cool to see. Like, after that show, I did lots of coffee houses at my school, which
oh yeah, I remember going to coffee houses when I was like in high school.
which I loved stuff like that early, because like I was able to play covers, and a lot of my originals I played at those coffee houses, and just like to get the feedback of small group of people when performing is so vital. Like, it was
if you performed on Coffee House, like what songs did you do? Like, then people, like your friends were probably like on you when you're on stage, they're probably screaming, Ryan! Ryan! No?
So yeah, one of the songs that I did early, and it's on my Instagram as well, is the song Skinny Love.
Oh, I love that song.
And
it's just so sad.
so I remember the first time I heard that song was Tanya Rivero. Have you heard of her?
I've heard like Ed Sheeran's version and then Birdie's version of it.
Yeah, so Tanya is a local musician here. She's actually from Kitchener. Like, if you guys don't know her, go hit her up. So yeah, like I heard her play that song, and I instantly like wanted to learn it. Like, it was just, her version of it was great. So yeah, I took the time to learn that, and that was a lot of the song, like the first song that I was performing. And then yeah, so people really liked that cover of mine, and I was doing it at the coffee houses, and I was doing it at the a lot on Instagram.
A lot of good feedback, like from hot coffee houses and like.
Yeah, like really performing anywhere I can was what I really was jumping on.
What do you think about like the music scene in KW?
It's definitely pretty crazy. I know, like, when I first was getting together, like my first single, I didn't really know what it was gonna be like throwing this at people, cause like I've known a few musicians from around here. Like I said, Tanya, my producer Ducey, who has been working with me record my music. If you guys don't know him, Ducey Official on Instagram. But yeah, like I've seen them do a whole bunch of stuff and putting out music. So just I wanted to like, I was so interested to see, I guess, with me putting out my music, what it would be like in Kitchener, because like it was gonna be my first time and like promoting it, and it was crazy to see that people actually wanted to listen to it, and to where I am now, like I'm so grateful for what it is.
Yeah, you have like amazing voice.
Thank you.
How do you like decide about like what covers you want to do? Because I noticed like each song, when I was like looking on your Instagram, each song's like different. So like, do you just like look up on YouTube and be like, okay, I'm gonna sing this song, and then just practice and then just like recorded? Like,
I mean, I guess like even since early on, like I've always had a music taste different from other people. So picking songs, like, it was not tough, but just different because I wanted to obviously cover songs that people wanted to hear, and not only like that they wanted to hear, but new music that I could introduce them to. So a lot of the songs like that I cover like sometimes aren't big, or even like if I'm covering a big song, I always do put my twist on it so that it has at least a sound that it's mine, and changing up some lyrics or the rhythm so that it sounds like me and the music that I want to put out to the world. But I guess like when I'm choosing like songs that appeal to the world and like to my friends and to people that listen to music, I usually choose songs that I can change up and kind of sound like my own.
that sounds good. Yeah, I noticed like you have like a different feel when you're like listening to your music, which is like a good thing.
Yeah, I do tend to like make a lot of my covers sound more like me.
Yeah,
so
like
that,
unique. Yeah, so like it's not like you're doing exactly what the artist is like doing, right? What do you think the music scene's gonna be like in 2021?
I mean, I have a lot of stuff planned for 2021. I want to keep getting music out there. I want to keep growing my so yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully that a lot of COVID dies down so that we can get some shows going and get some interactions with people that like my music, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I hope so too. What do you think, like, for people that passed away that were like artists and stuff, how do you think like their music affected today's music?
I really think that my music kind of is inspired by old music, because like even Three Things was just me and my guitar, and I really loved the whole acoustic sound on my music early on. And obviously with the album we did move away from that to get more of a pop sound, but I do like having that realism of just me and my guitar, and even to add drums and stuff like that, I always want to have a musician doing that and keeping it real as it can be, because music nowadays tends to be a little bit more just genetically made, and which is like fine, but yeah, I think a lot of it I want to do, like keep it real like past music has been.
Yeah, I agree. How has how has your past like affected your music that you're like doing today?
So a lot of like my songs are written about like past experiences and past relationships, so I definitely think like having the experiences that I've been through in the past does affect, because like that's what I write about, and like it's like a lot of it comes from actual experiences with friends or relationships, and yeah.
That's good, because then like I feel like when you're talking about like past experience, like, and then people are going through the same thing, you're more relating to your
Yeah,
fans,
definitely
right?
trying to find a way to write and have people relate to it is difficult early on, because like you want to make sure that they'll be able to like listen to the music and love it and on a relatable level.
I feel like a lot of or listening to your one song Stuck in My Head, I feel like I could relate to that. But yeah, I feel like, because like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of artists, they're very particular about what they talk about, which is understandable, but I like feel like some artists, or like most artists I've heard, that like you're connecting, you can like when they're talking or singing about or rapping about what their experience, you can connect with them, which is like a rare thing that it's good. Like,
Yeah, obviously writing about love does like sometimes get away from relatable stuff, because that's such like a personal genre, but it happens, like everyone can kind of relate to that, so that's really cool to be able to write about that. And like even with the album Stuck in My Head, like a part was like, when I wrote a part that was like 2 days in my room really figuring out lyrics of what it's like to fall for someone, and writing a part was definitely one to remember for me because I was so passionate about writing that.
Any new projects coming up that fans should know about?
So after I did Stuck in My Head, I did like tell myself like I wanted to take a break and I wanted to kind of just work on me for a little bit because like if you asked me a week before Three Things that I was gonna have a single out, I would have been like, well, you're crazy. Like I'm not putting a single out in a week. And obviously like with the album it was a little bit bigger, so it took like a little bit longer to record and write, and I worked a little bit harder on that one. But yeah, I did tell myself I would take a break, but with the album dropping and obviously I have more songs that I want to throw at my fans that are listening to the music. Like I'm working on another album right now, like hoping to get that done, and so
What's the drop date for that?
yeah, we can't really release that yet.
Okay, so you just have to wait for the fans to hear about that. Like stay tuned on
Definitely
there,
soon.
yeah.
Like I do want to put out another single before 2021, so hopefully in the next few days we can get another single out. But definitely another album and lots more singles to come.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years? I mean, I do hope that I keep growing. I'd never want to see myself not doing music, so hopefully that I'll always like stay connected to music and stay connected to what I'm doing now and keep working on my career. 10 years is a lot, so maybe I've made it by then. At least still happy. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to what's coming.
And where can fans follow you?
So my Instagram is ryan.schultz_. That's where I'll post a lot of my covers and a lot of my music that's coming up and really a lot about me and my life. On all platforms, I'm Ryan Schultz, and those are the two places that I will be like available and post my content.
Thank you for being on Welcome to the K today.
And thank you for having me. I'm stoked.
No problem.